Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds, because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground.
Hello everybody,
welcome back to our channel
and welcome back to another video.
We have
special video today.
Special video, an interesting video for all you nosy people.
Do you know what? It's been a long time since we did like just a sit down
story
chat video.
like
like a proper
about like
one
one specific topic. Yeah.
Our driver James has only got 3 orders left, so we need to get this done before our IKEA order comes.
We're nearly there. As you can see, we are doing a story time of our experience, first time buyers.
Yeah.
Buying a house partly during COVID, which was
towards the back end of COVID.
Interesting. Yeah. We'll try and give as much like detail as we can, because I feel like even just the smallest of things like mortgage and promise, like the terminology, until you do it, you have no idea about what.
I mean, half of it I don't really understand now.
To be honest, so not gonna lie.
Just went with the flow with the whole process.
You do a lot of nodding, a lot of signing, a lot of.
See, I think people would probably read terms and conditions and stuff, but we're not the type to read that.
I'm not reading terms and conditions.
Whatever you want us to sign, we'll sign. And it got us here, so
exactly. We're in our first house currently. It might be a bit echoey, but hopefully.
Yeah, because there's no furniture. We've literally just got moving boxes, so.
Yeah, but we really wanted to film this video, so let's just get started.
Right, where should we start from then? Where should we really start from?
So let's throw it back all the way to August. No, not August.
No, a bit further, babe.
April
2022.
April 2022.
Yeah, so that was when April 2022 was the first starting point where we started like viewing a physical house.
Yeah.
We were looking on like Rightmove and Zoopla and
for a few months before that.
Yeah. But the first physical house we went to see was in April.
We didn't have a mortgage and promise then.
No.
We had a meeting set up.
Yeah.
Ready for one, but we didn't have one. What we'd done is went on the mortgage calculator for our bank and kind of put our
wages,
not wages, like what is it?
Salary type stuff.
All that in, and then it'd give us an amount. So that's the houses that we thought at the time. Oh, the sun's coming out.
Nice.
At the time that we thought we could view. So we went to our first house viewing. How did you feel? Do you remember how you felt?
Yeah.
We were nervous, weren't we?
Do you know how young I felt?
I know, that seems
considering it was like just a year, not even a year ago.
That seems like so long ago.
Like I feel like we were like babies.
Yeah. I feel a bit like that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like when we went in, like we came out and I think we were just a bit like...
My mum came with us because she loves like interiors and home decor, and she used to, like, my mum's hobby is to go around and look at show homes.
Yeah.
So she came with us. We came out and it was just like, how did you feel? Like, what did you get? That feeling that everybody goes on about, like that you just walk in and you just get this feeling that I can see myself living here. I love it. There's like certain things about it that like draw me in that I didn't get that.
We didn't get that at
so
all.
And I thought, is that like a made up thing that not everybody gets, or did we just not like the house? But at the time we thought that was our budget. We liked the area
because there wasn't a lot of houses for us that were coming up with that price
for a 3-bedroom. That we've really pushed ourselves for a 3-bedroom as our first home.
Yeah.
Oh god, there's just noises everywhere, isn't there? What was that? I don't know. So the area that we were looking at, every time we drove past this area, we got this, I can't even describe it, like feeling.
Yeah.
It was like a gut feeling. At the time I thought it was a positive gut feeling, but it was just like a funny feeling in your belly.
Every time you drove past.
Yeah, and I thought
it's where we were meant to be.
It was where we were gonna live, kind of thing. So anyway, we put an offer in for that house.
Yeah.
And I would say it's up there.
One of the worst
things. It would have, if we'd have got it, it would have been a regret.
100%.
There was just a lot of things about it that
we didn't want it.
We knew
for a fine fact that when we came out there, we didn't want it. But we were like, what if we don't have? What if there's not another one?
Because we knew that there wasn't a lot of houses coming up that were in that budget, so we were scared that
But we didn't tell each other. We weren't saying to each other.
We liked. I liked the house. It was small. There wasn't a lot to it.
No.
There was no kind of personality about it. I didn't get the feeling of, oh my god, that like.
This is ours. It's
Yeah.
gonna be the best. Yeah.
But I did like it as a house.
It was cute.
It was just a little cute house.
Yeah. We were just a bit naive back then. I think.
So anyway, we put an offer in higher than the asking price.
Yeah.
God, I don't know what we were thinking.
And I was so happy when they said it's gone to someone else.
So the offer got rejected.
Yeah.
So we were devastated.
No, but can you remember the phone call? Someone else has put, "Are you prepared to go any higher?"
And we
But
went.
we were debating.
And we went slightly
We
higher.
went, yeah.
They rang again and said, "Can you go any higher than that?" And we said,
No.
"No, we can't.
Absolutely
Sorry."
not.
So that was that. That house went to someone else. Hope they're really happy. That was back last year in
Yeah.
April. So fingers crossed they're having a great time in that little house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so then what happened? Then we had our mortgage meeting.
And then we had a proper official mortgage meeting, and that turned out actually quite positive, because it turned out that once you went through everything in proper detail with somebody, obviously we had it over like FaceTime. What was it?
Like a Zoom type thing, because obviously it was COVID, so our whole mortgage experience with our mortgage advisor was over video.
Skype video chat thing. So we went through all like details, like in depth of what you get paid and all stuff like that, and then it turns out that we could actually start looking at houses that had a bit of a higher price range than what we were looking at.
Yeah, because we obviously had a lot of things. So Nathan's on a full-time wage, I'm on a part-time wage, but then I'm self-employed, so we didn't know what the kind of deal was going to be with that, whether they could take that income into account, because you usually have to have 2 years, don't you, of like taxes, books kind of thing, to prove, I don't know, maybe it's like a stability kind of thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, they did take that money into account in the end.
Yeah.
And we could get
Thankfully
a lot,
though, because our mortgage advisor did say that a lot of banks and like mortgage advisors and stuff don't take that into account.
Yeah, it has to be 2 years.
Yeah.
Which it was like.
You were on like 1.5, weren't you?
Yeah.
Or like just going into your.
It was 1.5,
second year
I
or
think.
something,
Yeah. We were able to look for houses that were quite a lot more than what we initially thought.
Yeah.
Then we went and viewed one.
The one around the corner.
Yeah, not too far away from here. It's a different area.
Yeah.
But it's not too far away. No vibe in there.
Which one? Oh right, yeah. That one was just.
We knew when we were going to see that one, this probably isn't the one.
No, we literally went to see it just to see what
the vibe in that area was like, whether we wanted to rule that area.
Yeah, because I wanted to be like, see, through the whole process, I just wanted to view houses all the time.
Yeah.
Because I just love seeing people's houses.
Yeah.
And seeing where, well, not necessarily because I wanted to live there.
Yeah.
But just to see what it was like. But the second we pulled up to that one, it was like, no.
I couldn't wait to get out. I couldn't get out of there quick enough.
Yeah.
It was so awkward. It was just not.
The garden was like this. It was like on a
horrible.
It was
horrible.
Awful. And they were building like a brand new estate behind it, so it was awful.
Just not the one.
It was not good. So we ruled that out straight away.
Then another one come up that's very close to this one that we're in now.
Yeah. It's a different. Is it a different layout? It's not really. It's like flipped kind of. It's kind like
of, it had a conservatory which was different.
It was a little bit of an extra room.
It was what else?
But I wouldn't say it was any bigger.
No.
The only thing that was bigger was the conservatory, but it wasn't like a big conservatory.
It just gave a different vibe to this one, I feel though.
But I think that was because of the decor that was in there.
Yeah,
like that decor was more of like what we would have
had. Yeah. So we walked into that one.
Yeah.
And
we loved that one.
Yeah. I would say that's the closest, except for this one, that I got to that feeling of, oh my god, this is the one.
Yeah, 100%.
I really thought that, I was like, God, we're gonna live here. I was like, this is amazing, this is gonna be our house. We got our hopes up higher than you know.
But then, we did have a little like, thought, like obviously when we walked in we were like, oh my god. Like we were looking at each other going, this is, we love it. But then the person showing us round, do you not remember?
Yeah.
When she was like,
oh, so
I'm just fell pregnant, I'm having a bit, so then that kind of threw us a bit like.
And she basically said, if I didn't have to sell it, I wouldn't
be. Yeah. So
and I just got this. We got this feeling that I was like, she's not going to sell this house. But then I was like, of course she is. She spent all the time putting all the marketing for it up, like doing all that, taking viewings. I was like, of course she's selling it. But I still had that slight feeling that she wasn't.
Not gonna. Yeah.
But then we did put an offer in higher than the asking price.
A lot higher than the asking price.
A lot higher than the asking price, and it got accepted.
It did.
So that kind of pushed away all my thoughts of she doesn't want to sell.
Yeah.
I thought she's accepted our offer.
Because she accepted it really quickly as well.
Yeah.
It was like the day after.
I was like, this is amazing. Like, she's accepted it because we offered higher. Like, this is it. We got our hopes up so high.
Yeah.
We started buying stuff.
Yeah.
And then we got a phone call. I can't remember how long after. A couple of weeks maybe.
Couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks after.
To say, sorry, but
basically
the seller
seller's
is pulling out.
Yeah.
Just due to personal reasons. I cried. I was crying because I was like, I thought that was the one.
See, after that, that really put you off.
It really put me off because I was like, God, anybody, you can think something's yours, and anybody, you could be doing this process for however long, like, truly. And I was like, no, right. I got myself together though.
You did eventually.
Eventually.
But it was kind of that thing where it was like, because we were so fixed on wanting that house, it was like anything that came up, you start comparing.
Yeah, and nothing was comparing.
And it was like, no, well, that other one had this, and it was like, well, we need to kind of get out of that headspace of that one was ours, because it wasn't, and it wasn't going to be, and it isn't going to be.
Yeah.
So it was like.
So then, right, let me just check where our IKEA delivery is. I don't want to be filming as they're pulling up because
got 2 left,
I will cry.
Oh, he's
still got 3.
Oh, he's close though.
Oh, he's close. So then, another one came up in
this was quite a few months after though, wasn't it? Like, nothing came up for like 3-4
This was maybe like August time.
Oh, but... Well,
was it while we were on holiday? That will have been June.
That was that one on the corner.
Right, okay. No, was it?
Yeah, we got the phone call before we went on holiday. No,
that was that one. That was that one. It was 100%. It was that one.
Oh yeah, that was that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one was June.
Yeah. So this was the third.
4.
But it was the third that we'd really like, that we thought we wanted.
Yeah, third one that we put an offer in.
So one came up in the first area, the area that we drove past, got the funny feeling in our belly.
Yeah.
And it was a lot bigger than the first one because it was obviously our like new mortgage,
budget.
what we thought we could, and we thought, this is gonna be it. This is incredible.
We really liked it.
I loved that house. It was a lovely house.
But again,
looking back,
it was very similar as the layout as the first one, but because of the decor, it looked a lot cleaner and fresher and just. And
it was bigger. It was bigger.
I wouldn't say a lot bigger.
The garden was a lovely little garden.
Yeah, it had a little like
where you could eat your breakfast.
Yeah, like a little gazebo type.
It was dead
really
cute. So we fell in love with that one.
Yeah.
We kind of ignored the negatives.
And there was
negatives.
That was
looking back,
stupid of us.
It was stupid.
If we got that house, I would regret living there.
The boiler was in the bedroom.
Yeah, the boiler was in the bedroom, right? And then we also had neighbours about 5 doors down that their house kept getting smashed up. And the boiler was in the bedroom, which wouldn't have been ideal because a boiler can be... Like, we put the boiler on in here when we turn the heating on, and that's loud enough as it is.
Was there a wardrobe in the bedroom? Wasn't that
No,
another thing?
no, it wasn't a wardrobe, it was an ensuite. So that house had 3 bathrooms, and we were like, oh, amazing, incredible. And we didn't really take notice of the fact that when we went into the main bedroom, there was no storage.
No.
There was no cupboards, no wardrobe, and you couldn't even fit a wardrobe in there.
You couldn't.
But I think I was so like, oh my god, three bathrooms.
And we were in the mindset of like, this is why them other ones have failed, because this was always meant to be the one. We get that feeling going past.
Yeah. But again, it was silly. We weren't thinking practicality wise.
No.
We were just, I think it's even at that moment we were still like, we want a house.
Yeah.
So we'll take whatever we can get.
Yeah, and we came away and it wasn't a straight away.
No, it wasn't.
Put the offer in now. It was a.
Because we did think about stuff like that, didn't we? Like when we were thinking about the offer, we were like, right, where are we going to put stuff?
Yeah.
It's like there's one cupboard downstairs and that's it.
Yeah. But we were like, there was no dining room, so we were like, the table will fit in the front room. If it doesn't fit in the kitchen, like we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Like it's our first home.
Yeah. We're
gonna be grateful. We're gonna love it. We love the house, so we kind of just didn't.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that. No. Put the offer in. We did decide that we wanted it. We put an offer in higher again than the asking price, and it got accepted.
That was about 48 hours later, I think it got accepted.
And when it got accepted, we were like, this is it. This is it. This is the one. This isn't going to fall through because this woman doesn't want to live there anymore.
No.
So we were like, all good. And then it came to light.
Some like dealings were happening.
Some criminal
activity,
which would mean I would not want to walk down that road.
It was literally like 5 doors down. But like this house was like was it a cul-de-sac? You would say.
Yeah.
It was but it had like walkways going into the other roads.
Yeah.
So like we were the last house on the left. So, but the criminal activity was happening 5 doors down. But we had to walk past that in order to get out. And
things were happening to the neighbours' houses because they were just in the way.
Yeah.
And it just.
But we were so stupid at the fact that
it didn't put us off straight away.
No.
Because we thought, well, everybody else lives there. Like, it could happen anywhere. It could we've had things down our road where you're like, oh my god, I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Like you just don't know anything. Like anything can happen anywhere. But we were going into that knowing that was happening.
And that could be a possibility. Like, towards it, we were like, right, what about house insurance? Because of all the activities going on. What about car insurance? Like, what about all this stuff?
What about just walking to the shop on your own?
Not feeling comfortable, you'd be in the house on your own.
It's just... So, we did decide that...
Like, we were the ones.
We pulled out
of that house.
And I felt bad. I felt bad for the woman because I thought that poor woman's selling because she doesn't want to live there.
Yeah, but if she wanted to be out and we would have been in quickly, she would have got her finger out and got out of there as fast as possible.
Yeah.
But she wasn't actively looking, we don't think.
I just don't think she could find what she wanted.
Yeah.
But anyway, so after we pulled out, we were deflated, weren't we? We were so deflated.
Yeah. I think it took about... Again, it was like a long period of
the stress was just.
I think it was getting to you a little bit.
It was getting to me. I was like struggling to sleep. I couldn't the thought of going through it all again, because obviously every time you've put your offer in, you start your mortgage application, which is like a 3-hour meeting to go through every tiny little detail, all your salary, all the small. I was having to do all my taxes things. I'm like new to all that. I've not been self-employed for that long. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. And then it was also like you get put onto the new rate,
which was
of interest, which it was a massive jump because we were like at the start it was like through COVID, and then like at this point we're not in COVID anymore, so the houses have just gone like the interest rate has just gone like way higher.
Up and up,
So the more times we were doing a meeting, the higher it was going. It was like at one point I did literally think
we're not going to be able to afford it. We thought we're going to have to put that on hold for now and kind of look at renting or something that just
take another year to save up.
Yeah, something that wasn't buying a house right now.
Yeah.
So that was getting to us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because your hopes were like up and down constantly. It was a lot to. Yeah, it was a lot. But then, so skip to.
So from June, we just pulled out, and then I think it was.
We didn't pull out in June. We got the offer accepted in June. We probably pulled out in.
First week of July.
Even later,
I'd say. Probably like the end of July, wasn't it?
Even later than that, I'd say.
No, I think it was the end of July.
Okay, yeah, right. So then...
So the whole of August we didn't look.
I didn't want to look anymore.
No.
I thought that's it, we can't.
And then September, I think, I had seen this one.
Yeah. You'd kind of put it to me, and I was like... No, I don't want it, don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't go through this again, I can't do it again.
But me and Nikki, Danielle's mum, we'd seen this and we were like, we were going to go and see it, just me and Nikki, just to see what it was like, because I was at that point where I just wanted to see houses.
Yeah.
Then I was like, I like this area as well.
Yeah,
and
we love
hadn't,
this area.
And because of how much we loved the other one that's so close,
yeah,
it was like, well, why not go and see it? But I kept saying to Dinny, I was like, can we go see it? Like, look at it, look online. And then Dinny didn't want to like have any involvement.
Then it was one day I was on my own.
I was at work.
And I just...
I
got out of my own head and I thought, I'm just going to swipe through the pictures on Rightmove, just see if anything
happens.
See if anything goes on. Mm-hmm. I looked through them and I was like, I got in my head, I was like, this is the one. I was like, this is why we've had so much shit and why nothing has gone right so far, because all the time it was meant to be this one.
Yeah.
Then I started getting my positive vibes back on. I was like, yeah, this is it. I'm back.
Yeah. So then we booked a thing to come and see this one. This one, like when we first came to see it, it was like, I don't think we initially on the first time coming to see it, because of the situation that happened when we came to see it.
You kind of don't get your hopes up.
No, but we couldn't like get as much as we wanted from this house at the first official viewing.
Yeah.
Because it was a little bit awkward.
It was slightly awkward. The house was being rented and the woman no longer wanted to rent it out, she just wanted to sell. So the person who'd been renting it for a while was having to move out, and she showed us around, which was slightly
awkward.
You can probably imagine, it was just like...
We felt awful for it.
We felt awful. We couldn't be like, oh my god, like, oh I love that, like, oh I like the... Behind us, one of my favourite things. I like the arch, like, we were just like...
We were just walking around, we felt like so
it
like...
was so awkward.
We felt so bad for her.
But even still, as soon as we walked in, as soon as we pulled up, that feeling that people go on about of like, you just know when you walk in. I just knew, I was like...
Because with this one...
There's nothing I don't like about it.
Because with this one, can you not remember when we seen the for sale sign?
Yeah.
And before we'd even come to view it, we kept driving this way. Just driving past and turning around and going back just to look at it.
Yeah.
And we'd not done that with all the others.
No, the camera just stopped there. We've been talking for too long. Yeah, we hadn't done that with all of the others.
No.
It was just like with all of the other ones we looked at, I could pick more than one thing that I didn't love about it. I can't find one thing about this house that I don't love.
No, I love it. I love it all.
Like, just not one thing that's not perfect for us right now. That was back in October. We put the offer in for this one. It got accepted. We were still very stressed, still very didn't know.
This one got accepted on the day.
Yeah.
Like, we rang in and put an offer in, it was literally like an hour later, I think we got a phone call. Yeah, it's yours. Well, the offer's been accepted, it's not yours, but...
And then, since then, we've just had a long...
It's been so
stressful
long.
Process. Lots of things have gone wrong. There's been...
But not from our end.
Not from our end.
It's the thing that's gone wrong is the thing that shouldn't have happened because checks weren't done properly. Yeah,
so basically there was a problem with the deeds. Something, we won't go into too much detail, but that was basically the bottom line of it. Before all of that, when we paid for the, what's it called? The inspection thing, where they check the conveyancing, that everything's okay with the house, that we want to put our money into this house, that it's not going to fall down, basically.
Yeah.
We did pay for the more expensive one to get it thoroughly checked.
Yeah.
And it came back that there was, what's it called? Asbestos in the cupboard under the stairs, in the flooring, which is a dangerous chemical. It can kill you, basically.
If it's disturbed, it can get into the air and it can get into your lungs, and it's not like a quick...
No, it gives you illnesses, I think.
Yeah, it's like a long term, like later down the line it can like really affect you. So when they pointed that out in the conveyancing, we were like, we were scared that we wouldn't have the money to get it removed. Because of how much there was, because it was like, there's only a little bit in the downstairs cupboard, but then when they took up a tile and they seen when they ripped up the carpet that it was like
They
throughout
had
the
to.
whole living room.
They had to do the whole.
So we were like, that's going to be really expensive. So we just put it to them, didn't we?
Yeah.
We just said to the estate agent, look, this has been flagged up. Is
Can
there anything
you get it
that
done?
can
Yeah.
happen?
Can the seller?
Yeah. The seller was
She was
amazing.
She was so good.
She was so lovely, wasn't she?
She said straight away, absolutely, yeah, I'll get that sorted for you.
Yeah.
I'll get it removed. She got somebody in. Took about a week, all in all, to get it removed, get the carpets laid back down. So that, and each little thing, there was so many little things along the way that kept coming up that kept like shocking me, thinking, oh, this is why it's gonna fail. This is why it's gonna not work. Like everything that kept coming up, it was a very negative mindset to have.
I think that was because of how it all happened.
It was
previously.
impossible not to, really, wasn't it? I kept telling myself, I want to get excited, because if this is the one,
you don't
want
want
to
to waste
look
time
back,
being negative
and think, oh god, I wish I'd have just enjoyed the
process.
But I tried to enjoy the process back in April when we first started. I'm not being funny. We're in March now. It's nearly been a year. I feel like we've gone through most of. We've not really spoken about anything technical, but I feel like we just wanted to do like a.
Like, and everybody's thing is different though. Like ours, like I always imagined when you did like your first house and stuff. Or
Let me just check where. You can keep talking. I'm just. Gonna
or like any type of moving, whether it's your second home, whatever. I always thought there was like a lot more contact between solicitors and all that, but a lot of ours and a lot of where my negativity comes from is not being told anything. Yeah. So we didn't get told. Like
you're constantly
in depth, like we were chasing.
Yeah, you're
whereas
constantly
I didn't
having to
think
ask.
that we had to, but maybe that is something that happened. But
yeah,
because we were looking for answers, but we had to go and find them. We had to say what's happening with this, rather than them telling us. Right, we've sorted this. Like daily updates, not but
weekly updates would have done me nicely. Monthly updates would have been enough.
Yeah, but we didn't get any conversation unless we asked for it.
And then every time we were asking, it was like, oh, you won't know that this has happened, and it was like, what? Like, is there anything else that we've got to say?
Thank you, universe. Thank you, everything, for this beautiful house. We did it. We moved in. It's all ours. Thank you.
We're not moved in yet.
We've signed the deeds.
The house is ours. We got the completion.
Yeah.
Monday the 27th. God, you'd think we'd remember the bloody completion date.
27th, I think it was.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday the 27th of Feb, 2023 was the day we got the keys to our first house that we're going to live in for a long time. We're going to have babies in this house. We're going to have our little kiddies running around.
That's mad. That is actually insane.
Oh, I'm so... What are you most excited to do in the house? Right, what are you most excited to decorate for, or like change, or what's... Mine is the garden. I'm so excited.
I can't wait for the summer. And
the summer to make the garden, like to just go and buy like...
plants and shrubs and trees and stones and paving slabs and fence
a little bench and just a really cute
garden furniture. I'm excited for this front room because this front room is going to look so different.
It's going to look so cool.
Yeah, it's going to look LA vibes.
Yeah, LA Miami vibes.
Proper bright.
Yeah, I'm most excited to do like a little movie night with our own telly.
Yeah.
And
popcorn,
cozy
sweets,
pizza. Oh, it's just
jammies.
So good. I'm so excited. How do you feel like moving out? Because obviously I've lived in my like childhood home for as long as I can remember. I think I moved there when I was like 4, so it's all I've known. And you moved in with my family in 2016 maybe?
Probably officially was like the beginning of 2016,
yeah.
So it's been 7 years.
How do you feel like leaving that home?
Quite sad actually.
Never thinks he's gonna cry.
Not sad in a way like I'm so upset to be leaving.
Yeah.
It's the fact that
you said you're grateful, aren't you?
Yeah. Like how much they've done for me.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'll be sad about leaving.
Yeah. But obviously we're close to my family, so it's not like we're going to be around there, they're going to be around here.
Yeah.
We're very close to my family home. We're very close to my sister and Everly and Matty. So
yeah. We're all in the same area.
How long that'll last, who knows?
But I think I'll definitely cry on the day that we move out.
Yeah.
Din doesn't think she will cry.
I don't think I'm going to cry. I'm not a crier at all, am I?
You're not, but I think maybe you won't cry on the first day.
Yeah.
But I think after a couple of days,
well, people
you
say
might be sat on your own.
when you start sleeping and you're waking up, it's like that's when it kind of like hits you that, oh, there's nobody here. Like,
yeah, I think you will have a moment.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Surely.
You'll have to.
Surely.
If you don't,
I'll be worried if I
don't. Take your doctors, man.
If you've got any questions, because this might be the IKEA one. No, it'll say IKEA on it, won't it?
It says hiring now on the back of it.
It says he's still got 2 visits left. Anyway, we'll wrap this video up. Yeah. If you do have any questions, I feel like we've not gone into any
anything that we've just been given the experience, kind of like how we felt and stuff. But if there's anything you want to know, like technical wise, we'll try and. I mean, there's a lot of technical stuff that we still don't understand.
But we
like
could
interest
try.
rates and stuff. We didn't really.
Oh, it's just a fact that.
All I needed to know was what I'm paying, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't need to know like 2.6, 8.4. I didn't need to know any of that. Like, I do, because obviously that's what it is. But it's like I didn't understand what they were asking.
Yeah.
Half
but the past couple of days has just really been trying to adult life, like with bills, setting up our gas and electric, the water, council tax, home insurance, life insurance, like all the adult.
Yeah, buying cleaning products.
Yeah.
Going to Curry's.
It's just like adult life
for
the next few weeks.
Foreseeable.
Well, forever now, isn't
forever.
it?
We've got bills to pay now.
We've got bills to pay, babe.
Bills to pay.
So please go and favourite my Etsy shop and go and support my small business.
Yeah, please do.
We're gonna need.
He's got the Wi-Fi to pay for.
Cash.
Pay for our Wi-Fi bill every month.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully we weren't too annoying, because I know Storytime's like I don't have the most aesthetic voice. It's very
mad.
Oh, was my slippers?
That's coming out your eyes.
It's not.
I don't have the most aesthetic voice either, but
Either.
But yeah.
I don't feel like I've looked at the camera a lot because we've got our big gorgeous window in front of us. I've looked out the window a lot.
Natural light.
Gorgeous.
Unreal. It's like a fishbowl at the minute because we put the Venetian blinds up.
Venetian blinds.
He doesn't want the Venetian blinds either, but I really like them.
I'm not sure about them. Anyway, make sure you subscribe for all the home content. We're gonna have homeware hauls, come to IKEA with us, shopping, decorating,
all of the good stuff about the house. These are the type of videos that I love to watch. Like if I was watching YouTube, I would choose to watch houses and decorating and anything to do with the house. Yeah,
anything like that.
Yeah,
we also have a home account. It is at home at 129. I'll put it on the screen. Go and follow us because we'll be doing all the home stuff.
Exciting.
And we will see you hopefully. If you want to join our Life at 129 journey.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
Bye.
See ya.